And then here's the end zone right here.
Maybe we just have like an explosion.
Yeah, like an explosion.
Wait, wait.
I got it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Draw an explosion.
That doesn't make sense.
Is it like, are we crazy? Is it like Matchbox?
Are you finished? All right, one.
So we start off with India doing nuclear tests, and Pakistan can choose either to go to try and get their own nuclear weapons, or just don't race. And if they go with no race thing, well, you can have peace, I guess, which is probably not going to happen because India has the bigger advantage. And so most likely they'll have to concede something to India. So it's not good for them. On the other hand, like if they did realistically, like they did the arms race, so you could have an open arms race, which they did, like they started claiming that they had nuclear weapons before we were sure that they had any, or a covert race, which would be more of like the Cuban Missile Crisis. So, I'll go covert. Okay, so if they go to the covert race, then you could have they could be underestimated by India, who might in turn launch an attack, which would lead to conflict. Like, I think, yeah, like during the Cuban Missile Crisis, we nearly attacked Cuba, and the Soviet generals said had tactical nuclear warheads, and they did, win the nuclear war. So that's what might happen. Or they could establish a nuclear arsenal in secret and then go public, which would bring them here, except with probably a lot worse consequences because they already have a nuclear arsenal in secret, and I think that the international community might be a bit angrier. Or they could launch a preemptive strike and they're here. If they went open, like claiming that they have weapons, they would face opposition from maybe the international community, but mostly India. And that could either lead to conflict or negotiation, both of which kind of happened. And so they could use it as, where am I going? Alright, yeah, or they could also use the nuclear arsenal as a bargaining chip in their negotiations. So yeah, see, it leads to negotiation again. Or India might still underestimate, like India might just say you're lying, and then start conflict.
All right, I think this is great. Very nice sequential game. Essentially, this is called a decision tree, right? So this represents Pakistan's one possible decision tree for how to respond to the detonation of India's first nuclear weapon, or even the suspicion that they're trying to develop nuclear weapons, right? How you look at these games really depends on what you put in for people's choices and the payoffs that you're expected to get. So with the prisoner's dilemma, it really, if certain payoffs, if you change certain payoffs, the game changes. It actually changes into a game of chicken. But we'll wait till we have both of them on.